Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isle Zoo here on the ZAWA Together server. I'm just flying around in the sky right now. I was sick last week, like really sick. In fact, I'm still probably a little groggy. I probably sound a little weird. But you know what? That's just gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to power through it. Yeah, I was coughing and my voice went out and it was horrible. It was horrible. Pretty terrible stuff. But you know what's not terrible is this zoo. The zoo's coming along really really nice. Now it was a little while ago, wasn't it? Because we had technical difficulties the week before, and then I was sick the week after that. And so yeah, it's been a while since we've been back doing a zoo episode. But you know what? I'm back. I'm back. I'm also gonna go down here and just take a little power nap as soon as it turns nighttime. But I'm back, and we have to name what did we do last time? The hammerkops. We got to name a couple of them too. And you guys left some great names down in the comment section from a few weeks ago on the last episode. I've combed through them and I picked up my favorite ones. And we're gonna get to doing that here in a little bit. But there was a live. Oh, let me sleep real quick. There was a live stream that we did that one week that I had like technical difficulties. I had a storm come through. It was in the middle of winter. And we had a thunderstorm that kept messing with my power. Very strange. But you know what? Hey, it happened, and the power's on right now, so that's all that matters. But what we did is we actually built a whole lot in the live stream that followed after all that disastrous storm stuff happened. We did a live stream that Saturday, and we did a whole lot of building way over here on the other side of the volcano, on the eastern side. Right down there. You see that path right there? We built all that. So we connected this to the caviary, actually. We connected the caviary to the rest of the zoo, so now we actually have a path leading up here. So here's the caviary in all its glory. We have the flamingos down there. But then over here we got a path that leads off. Now, I haven't finished this path. It's just the raw stone is put in right now. That's going to be a whole thing. But here is the kakapo exhibit that we put a path going across. So you can see these guys right there as you walk across. They're pretty cool. So this suspension bridge goes right across the path, right across the kakapo exhibit. And since they can't fly, they're not going to get on there anyway. And then it goes over here, and then it comes along the edge of the northern part of the island right here. So if you look at the map right here, we're right here on the northern edge right here. And you get a really nice view of the Mushroom Island over there. Got to put railings up here so that people don't eat themselves off the edge. There's this empty space right here. We'll get back to that in just a second. And then there's the cavern right here that you go into. It leads to the penguins over there. And then here is the Asian elephants right here. So, yeah, we did all of this in that live stream. We finished the cave in here, and then we attached this huge section of land onto the zoo. It's quite a good live stream, actually. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. It's a lot of fun. But we did leave this part here untouched because I was like, I could probably squeeze an exhibit in there, and I actually have an idea, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Is I'm going to be doing that. But before we do, we need to name the hammerkops. All right, so I already did. Okay, so fun story time, everybody. I named them. I thanked everybody who submitted a name. It was fantastic. And then as I was recording, I had a massive computer crash. So it didn't save the clip at all. So just to let you know, I named them. I put them in there. That one's adorable, okay? That little baby one is adorable. Now, the little baby one is Wade, okay? And big thank you to Star Nanny for naming that one. Because they're waterfowl, they wade in the water. And I've been described once, and I think this is very accurate, as being angry when I see something cute. So I'm always like, it's so adorable! Like, and I think that's pretty accurate. I think Tinnikin was the one who said that. Now, the other one here is named Jacob. It's spelled like Jacob, but it's pronounced Jacob. In fact, I've been naming these things incorrectly the entire time. According to Mining Geek, who also named that one, by the way, it's pronounced, oh, I'm going to butcher this, so I apologize, hammerkop? Hammerkop? Oh, I probably did that. I said that horribly wrong. I've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. But that's because I'm an uncultured swine and I don't get out much. So, my bad. All right. And then the third and final one there is named Zach because there's a Ben Folds song out there, according to Peter out there, that is about Zach and Sarah. And I only put 3 in here, so Sarah got left out. So it's just Zach. We got 2 dudes and a chick in there. I think the little baby is the chick right there. So it's so adorable. It's so cute. Okay, so yeah, I apologize for not being able to show you having me name them. Yeah, it crashed. The computer crashed. I actually shut the whole thing down. It took time to go blow out any dust and clean all the cooling areas and stuff like that. Hopefully that fixes it. If it continues to happen, I'm having the same problem that I was having the last time my computer was having this issue, which required me to spend like thousands of dollars and get an upgrade and repair it. Which, I mean, I might have to do again. sort of sucks because money sucks. But you know what? If I have to do that, I have to do it. Anyway, let's try to get back to today's episode if the computer will let me. So originally the design or the idea for today was to carve this out and do the bald eagle exhibit. I'm still going to get around to doing that eventually. However, a while back, Cinnamon left us a present down here from our favorite spice, cinnamon. Right here, bam, from your favorite spice. And in here we have red pandas. Okay, we have 2 red pandas. We have a dude and a chick. Oolong. They're an oolong type. All right. So I think it would be cool if we actually build an exhibit for those. Now, you remember that space that I was talking about in the cave? This one? Yeah, we did this in the last live stream. We built this, and I didn't finish this wall right here because I was like, I can turn this into an exhibit. I'm going to have to remove it anyway. So I left it completely blank. We finished the rest of the cave in here, but I did not finish this wall. I think this would make for an excellent red panda exhibit, like a small little exhibit right here. Now, I looked these things up, okay? I looked them up, and it looks like they live in, like, conifer forests. They're primarily found in the trees themselves. Now, I'm not going to worry about being in the trees. However, the conifer forest, I can actually do. They're also in, like mixed leaf trees, too, like, I can put leaf trees in here if I really wanted to, but I think that I'm going to stick with the conifer design. Now, there's not a lot of room in there. I can't grow a big spruce tree, but I can build a custom one. So maybe a couple of them as well. Give them a little foliage to hide in, since they like living in the trees out there. Arboreal, I think is what they refer to it as. However, I need to actually like build this bottom part in and actually make this like an exhibit area, because right now it is just the water right there and tarantulas, I presume, or maybe that's a penguin on the other side of the wall, one of them. But yeah, right now we don't really have much going on other than whatever is naturally occurring here, like these fish. So I gotta build this back wall of the cave in real quick, and I will be right back. Oh boy, okay, so that actually took quite a while designing the back part of this. That wall looks really flat, but there is a exhibit on the other side of that, so I can't really do much to it, so I try to add on to it on the front here a little bit to make it kind of not suck as bad. But in fact, this part right here kind of isn't great either. Hold on, let me see if I can't fix this real fast. See, there's openings back here. See if I can't maybe just give that just a little bit of change in the shape, just a wee bit. It's a little bit better. I need something like that. Well, no, it looks a little too boxy. Nope, don't like it. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna sit here forever trying to go back and forth on this stuff. Eat some balls up there, please. I'm stuck in a wall. All right, so this is the cave so far. And it's mixed feelings on it, but let's just keep pushing forward and see if it turns out to be a pretty cool exhibit. I needed to make it taller because I would like to actually put a tree in here, actually, so that at least one spruce tree for the red pandas, all right? So a conifer forest is basically what I'm going for on this one. So we're looking at, like, grass. We're looking at grass and dirt on the ground. So I got to design the ground first, and then we'll get on to doing the tree. I can probably eat these things in here for right now, just to kind of get them out of my way. But, oh, my inventory is not looking too great either. Let's, not in that one. That's the glass chest that I also use as the second dump chest. Let's just eat everything into here just to get out of the way. Now, I was going to put, like, a glass area on the front of this, but honestly, I think it might look better if I just put a fence on the front. But this is where the viewing area is going to be. As people are walking out, they can stop here and go, oh, red pandas. But we're going to have to add some block diversity to the base here, because grass looks fine, and I could turn this into an alright exhibit, but it would look wildly out of place with the rest of the exhibits. So let's grab the that backpack, something I desperately need in my life. Grab as much coarse dirt out of here as I can. Probably a couple bits of podzol as well, I'm thinking. And that might be about it for right there, okay? I don't have any water in here, and I don't really want to drown these guys. I don't think it's super necessary, though, so it's not like they're, like, amphibious. So, what other blocks do we got that we can throw in here? Give me some gravel. Give me some, there we go, some gravel. That's good. And, I mean, some oak mulch. I have a little bit of that left, and I probably don't need that many of it. Just to kind of sprinkle in here, I think might look pretty good. But this could be the nice block palette, along with grass and path blocks. To bring the forest to life here. So I'm going to start off by adding the coarse dirt. Yeet! Ah! Oh, my ankles. Coarse dirt added. Booyah. All right, now let's try adding the podzol. Now, podzol, I don't really want to put too much of this in here, but I do want to put a fair amount. So medium amount, maybe, possibly. Probably just a medium amount of podzol. All right, yeah, like that. It's just kind of sprinkled in here. Almost looks like podzol pox on the ground. All right, so then we got the gravel, of course. The gravel being an important part of this because it's a much different color than the rest of the area. Like the browns and the greens and the brownish greens kind of all go together, you know. But the gray from gravel really stands out. It's almost like it shouldn't belong, but it adds a nice contrast to everything, and that's kind of the reason why I always sprinkle it in here. Okay. The gravel is added. Now, we got this oak mulch. Now, I really don't have a lot of this stuff, and I could make more. I mean, it's Minecraft, after all. I could just make more. But I don't know if I really need to, because this is going to be spread out, okay? And I don't really need to put it all over the place. So I'm just going to, like, drop a little bit here or there. And that's about it. Just to add a slight little bit of diversity to us. Now, keep in mind, we have a lot to do in this area still, so this isn't done yet. This is just the canvas putting down the original mat of colors here. So we still got to put all the path blocks in and a whole lot of foliage in here. So we're not done. A long way to go. However, before I do any of that stuff, let's start with the big foliage. Let's start with the tree, all right? I think for this one, we're going to need to grab... Actually, let me grab this backpack here and yeet those back in there. And then we're going to take the bat backpack and yeet, and then bring the other one back initially because I completely forgot those. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the wood backpack, all right? And we're going to grab some spruce logs. And that's going to be an important thing. Let's grab the bat backpack again here. Do I have spruce? I do have a stack, or I have 2 stacks. Ooh, I have almost 3 stacks of spruce leaves. That's fantastic. You know what's not fantastic is that it's getting nighttime out there. And creepers be creeping, so I'm going to need to be sleeping here pretty soon, but not quite yet. I look at the time in the top right corner. I have like 4 seconds before I can sleep. 3, 2, 1. Sleeping. Boy, I've played this too much. All right. So let's just sleep. Oh, by the way, we have Canadium who's online right now. We just recovered their stuff. They died, and they just got it back. So high five, Canadium. Good job. It sucks losing your stuff, but it's great when you can get it back. All right, let's talk about this spruce tree, for example, or for a little bit here. One, I want to build another spruce. I want to build 2 of them here, but I want to build one larger than the other one, and that's going to be like the main one. So we're just going to kind of like do a little wireframing here. It's going to look scraggly. It's really going to look rough. Okay, like you came here to find. You came here to see some fantastic builds. This is not gonna be it. Right? No, just kidding, actually. This will look fine. Let's just get out here, and we're gonna build this up to just about the ceiling. Yeah, just about the ceiling. And we'll build this up here. Hopefully this is gonna look right. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit, start slapping on a bunch of spruce leaves under this thing, and you guys will see it when it's done in all of its glory. Boy, that looks bad. That looks bad. Let's see if I can't fix this. Oh my gosh. That is not what you call a good looking tree. I have definitely done better. Does that help at all, or is that just worse? I mean, it's not great. Ta-da! Fantastic build, huh? I mean, it's not great. But it gets the point across. It's kind of slanted to the side a little bit is the thing. It's not the best. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've done better trees, but I've also had more room. So I'm kind of crunched right now for space. So little limited to what I can do, and I'm just using that as an excuse. Yes, that's correct. I am. So we're gonna kind of fit the roots down into the ground here a little bit. You know, maybe this will look good once I put a bunch of leaves in front of it and you can't see it. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with this one, but you know what? We're gonna press forward. There's been times where I've been disgusted with the build that I've done, and it turned out looking fantastic at the end. So right now we're just gonna roll with it, and just don't look directly at it. All right, so the tree is for the most part done, and it does not leave a lot of room over here for a second one. So I'm second guessing that, because I mean I could smash it in here, but then you're really not gonna see anything. So what if I changed plans a little bit? Squid backpack, I need you desperately in my life. You have one. You have one spruce rotting log. I was kind of hoping you'd have at least 2. Well, how do you make those? Oh yeah, it's just dirt in between 2 pieces of spruce. I can do that. Okay, got some spruce rotting logs here. Now, let's actually like slap one down like right here. Let's just say right there. That looks like a fantastic spot. And then we'll just have to add like some foliage or something to that to make that not look so boring and sitting there. So I just need something. I actually probably need one more thing in here too, because it's just kind of looking like here's a tree, here's a log. It looks kind of boring. So let's here. This is always a tried true method. Let's grab the ground blocks right here, stare at them for a second, see if I have what I need in here. Yes, I do have some of this stuff. Gravel too. Let's take that. And I think it's in the glass backpack. Don't ask me why. Yep. Okay, I got some slabs. Let's add a stone pile, kind of like in the front, slightly to the left area right here. All right, just to add a little bit more of details to the exhibit. So we're gonna take this and sprinkle a bunch of gravel in there, as well as a piece of stone, like up like that. Good. All right, and then we're gonna take the cobble slabs, and we're gonna just might just be something as simple as that, just like nothing too fancy. So fancy, so something like this. Yeah, stone pile. Let's call it a stone pile. It's good enough. All right, there. That adds a little extra detail to this area. Now, let's talk vegetation for reals this time, other than ugly trees. Let's talk vegetation and lighting. Let's talk vegetation and lighting. Let's also talk about inventory, because, my gosh, is this bad. All right, so we're going to grab, actually, these baobab leaves. Do these look pretty good in here? They look like bushes, okay? Like, I can make bushes out of these things. I was going to use just, like, what do you call it, like oak leaves or something, but honestly I might just use some of these guys. Actually, I could probably use a mixture of stuff. It would probably look good, you know. Block diversity is your friend. Embrace it. What other ones even look like those things though? Nothing really. Maybe I won't embrace it. Maybe this one time. Let's grab some oak leaves. Actually, palm leaves. Do these work together? Hold on one second. Let me do a little experiment. Kinda. They kinda do. Alright, we'll use palm leaves. This doesn't make any sense, but the visual appeal of them, or visual look of them, kind of works. So, alright, we're gonna have to add a couple of bushes in here, because this is supposed to be in a forest after all. That is what we're going for. So, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle in just a couple of, you can't even see the palm leaf in there. A couple of leaf piles here, just like so. Now, can they get out right there? They might be able to. You know what? We're gonna just move this down a little bit. Oh no! Canadium was slain by moose. Oof, X in chat. Oof. Okay, well, hopefully they can get their stuff back again. Brutal way to go. We gotta watch out for those meese out there. They're really dangerous. Okay, well, I added some bushes in here. I didn't really add much in the back part here because you're not really able to see it much anyway, but that's okay because that's a perfect spot for lighting. Speaking of lighting, okay, I gotta do a little bit of lighting. I'm gonna hide some. Oof. That is rough. At least you're in an unloaded chunk, Canadium, so that stuff shouldn't despawn. Just make sure you get your cords if you can. Actually, you should have a death marker on your map, so you should be good. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide some lighting underneath some of these bushes here or there, and see if I can't find a couple spots to get so that I can get rid of these torches. Okay. I learned something new. You can actually put light sources underneath these rotting logs, and it doesn't block the light, which is cool. I like it. It looks like it's glowing now, though. However, the rest of this place here has everything kind of tucked away and hidden, so I kind of like it. Now the roof sort of sucks. Like, not gonna lie, I'm not really liking that too much. So I was thinking about trying to add some overgrownness on it, like some vines and stuff up there, just kind of dripping down. And for that, I'm thinking. We're gonna have to look into this backpacking. Let's see that piece of pods and all, as well as the coarser. We don't really need that in our inventory. And these other leaves. What should we use for this? Should we just use oak or jungle for this? I think maybe oak leaves might look good. Willow leaves probably look pretty fantastic, but I don't have a whole lot of them. Let's just use oak leaves, and we'll sprinkle in some spruce in there as well. And we'll create a kind of, just kind of like a couple of extra vines kind of on the ceiling up here, because right now this just isn't very flattering. And I also don't have any place to hide lighting up there to make it kind of glow a little. So I guess I got to start pillaring up. Okay, that looks definitely more overgrown. All right, definitely more overgrown. And I think that really makes the rest of the exhibit kind of come to life. I do think that the lighting is now done. All right, now these waypoints are kind of difficult to ignore, but ignore them for a second. I think that this exhibit is for the most part done as far as the bigger foliage. Now, let's move on, and I even got the lighting on the roof up there so that it kind of brightens it up a little bit more. And that kind of starting to look a little bit more like a forest. Let's move on to the actual foliage, like the greenery, the grass, all that other fun jazz I'm going to be putting in here. So let's see, where is it? I think it's a penguin creep. No, it's not penguin. There's absolutely something on the other side of this wall. What are you? It's a creeper. It's just that he's in the penguin exhibit. Okay, but I don't think he's gonna come eat me, so I think it's fine right there. It just freaks me out because I can hear him walking around. All right, let's move on to the plants here. Where's Johnson's grass? Give me that. That's coming in. That's going in here for sure because it goes in every exhibit. It works with everything. It's incredible how useful that is. Now, red pandas apparently eat bamboo. Okay, so we're putting bamboo in here for sure. We're putting some regular stuff in here. Maybe even sprinkle a little bit of the black bamboo and of course the yellow one to make it kind of look like it kind of died off in some spots. We're definitely putting bamboo in here because of that. What else can we put in here? Maybe let's use up these leaf piles because I think that might look. Actually, it's a conifer tree. They wouldn't have leaf piles. Jeepers. Definitely not poison ivy. Dead grass could be sprinkled in here too, sure, like maybe in a dead bush or so. Do I have any berry bushes? I don't think I do. Although, well, I do. I have bush biomes there. That's what I'm looking for. I need those too. So these things eat bamboo, but they'll also eat like berries and stuff like that, or fruits. So I figured I'll sprinkle a couple of them in too. But I just got to find a home for the Johnson's grass, though, first and foremost. Beautiful. Okay, I found a spot for it. Nice. Okay, now I could just leave one, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, let's just put one. At least there's a Johnson's grass in here. Let's sprinkle in some berry bushes in here too, so they get some berries on them, and then these things I don't think hurt animals. No, they don't. There are biomes of plenty bushes right here, and I believe they do develop berries on them over time. So we'll do something like that, just to put a couple of them in here, so that the pandas have some nice things to munch on. All right, let's cover the bamboo, okay? Because the bamboo is kind of an important one. I'm also going to need string if I'm going to prevent this bamboo from growing any higher. So let's just put one down. Oh, I also need bone meal. Bone meal. Where's bone meal? There it is. Perfect. I don't actually need this anymore, so I'm going to eat those back in that backpack there. Let's grow this up a little bit. And that's probably good right where it's at. I need some kind of block. Some kind of block so I can eat myself up here. Did I get it? I think I got it. Oh, I did. Okay, sweet. Let's just pick this grass block up again. Good. All right, so there we got some bamboo there. I'm going to have to sprinkle a couple bits of this in here, some more of this in here as well. So maybe we'll put one right down here and then another one like right here. All right, and let's grow these. That's good right there. I don't want that one to get very tall. And this one, let's grow. That's good. Perfect right there. Perfect. Stop that. Good. So we got some bamboo kind of tucked away in the side over there for them to munch on as well. Maybe we'll stick a black piece of bamboo somewhere. I kind of want to keep the bamboo kind of clustered together, although it would be kind of growing out over here. It obviously wouldn't be underneath the canopy of the spruce tree though. So we'll put that right in the foreground, right in the front here, and we'll grow that up. Maybe just shorten that just a little bit, just kind of knock that off a little bit right there, and then nope, missed it. Got it. Sweet. You need to sleep again if you can. Oh, okay. Yes. I can absolutely power nap. I'm placing bamboo, Kennedy. I'm placing bamboo. All right, and then the yellow bamboo, which I just took off my hotbar because I'm a big old da-da-da. The yellow bamboo kind of sprinkled in here. Now, this stuff I think looks really great because it kind of looks like it died off. So, like, if we cut that off right there and, like, put a little piece of string on there, it will look like just a little shoot of it there. Little shoot, that's a great name. And maybe put another one, like, back here or so, and then grow that. And then on this one, we'll put that there. So that should overwhelm this area with some bamboo in the area. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now, I wouldn't mind actually putting maybe another black piece of bamboo back here. Can that grow mulch? It does not. It sure doesn't. Put it right there. And yeah, we'll just cut that one off short too. So yeah, this is starting to look like a bamboo forest actually. It's kind of coming up here. Maybe put another yellow one right here. And it will cut that off early on too, so it doesn't look like it's too tall. Okay, and then oh, hit the ground too hard. Oh no, that's rough. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good for bamboo. I stuck another piece of regular vanilla bamboo back there. I think this looks pretty good. I think this works out pretty good for like a bamboo kind of addition to the conifer forest. So I don't really want to overdo it too much, and I think I've already done that just a wee bit. So let's just eat all the bamboo back into this plant backpack, as well as bushes. We're good with that. We need these dead bushes though. So let's sprinkle like one or two of these things in places. I don't really want to overdo it here either, because obviously I don't want this place to look like it's dying. It's supposed to look rather lively actually. Okay, what else? Toadstools, give me these things, because these things will definitely work great down here at the base of the tree, and probably on the rotting, no, in front of the rotting log. That looks good. All right, let's go ahead and put those back. Is there anything else I desperately need in here? Sprouts, yes. We need sprouts in here. Sprouts go in every exhibit from here on out until I run out, because these things are all over my zoo. They're everywhere. I'm trying to use them up. Okay, now it's at this point in time I should probably do some path blocks in here if I'm going to do them, because otherwise we're going to run out of grass to do this on. So I might want to actually go through and kind of sprinkle in a few path blocks in here to make it really pop, because after all, path blocks are what make an exhibit pop. And if you don't believe me, what do you think of that, huh? Well, looking pretty good. It really makes it pop. All right, now the last thing I want to do in here is bone meal up some of the grass. Although flowers, hold on, let's talk flowers real quick. I forgot about the flowers. Do I have like a nice purple? Lavenders might work. Wildflowers, ooh, I like wildflowers. Ooh, these things, whatever these things are, I like these two. Crocus? Sure. Let's just, let's sprinkle a couple of these things in places too. As well as maybe we will use some of those wildflowers too. You know what? Let's bring those things down too. We'll add that in, like maybe back here, and then maybe another one somewhere down here. Good. All right, we added some flowers. Are you proud of me? I've done it. All right, now the last thing I need to do is just add a little bit of bone meal, and this place should be just about done. Grass has been put in. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good so far. Definitely looks like a forest, that's for sure. All right, let's dot in a couple of loose stones that might be around the stone pile here, and I think that's probably going to be it. Yeet! A little rough landing there, but... Oh, and I left a little present in there. Little guy. Okay, little guy dealt with. All right, what do you guys think? Here, let's first, before I say what do you think, hold on, let's grab the squid backpack here real quick, and we're going to grab some steel fences. And we're going to just run these things. Oh, actually, hold on. One other thing that I need, because I'm a big old... let's just grab a couple extra of these guys real quick. Because the steel fences need something to connect to, so I got to make sure that there's no diagonal blocks here, because that doesn't really work out so well for them. So let's bring these straight across, like so. Perfect. All right, so this would be the Red Panda exhibit. Now, I have two of them, and I'm going to need you guys to name them. Cinnamon gifted me them, so I mean, if Cinnamon wants to offer up a name, I probably will use it. But I am going to need some Red Panda. Hold on one second. You guys, you got to get out of here. You're not welcomed here. Okay, go away. Man, I'll deal with them later. All right, anyway, so yeah, we got two red pandas. So if you guys could go down in the comment section and give me your best red panda names, I'd really appreciate it, because we're gonna have to slap them in here. And tell me, what do you guys think? Did this exhibit turn out all right? It's not an enclosed exhibit, like it's a pit exhibit inside of a cave. Kind of interesting. I think I only have like one or two of those, like the Western Lowland Gorilla is one, the Dwarf Crocodiles is another one, and now there's the red panda. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this exhibit or not? And red panda names, I have two of them. Please throw those down in the comment section. Alrighty guys, I'm going to get out of here. So thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode of ZAWA. The sun is setting, creepers be creeping, I got to be sleeping. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and bye-bye.